Patrick, when it comes to this defensive front for Denver, just what's the challenge in facing that unit?
Yeah, I mean, I think they have. I mean, you have 5 really good defensive linemen. They can all win in different ways, and they have guys that rotate in and play well, play good as well. And so they know what their scheme is. They know how to get after the quarterback. And so for us, it's just having great protection schemes, changing up the looks for them so they can't just tee off. And then I think just going out there and getting the ball in my hands whenever I need to, and then take shots whenever I need to as well.
Bye-week self-scouting standpoint, like from one half to the other, I guess if there's one point of emphasis for yourself, what are you focusing on maybe being better at in the second half?
Yeah, I think just staying true to the progression sometimes as the games go on. I think if I look back, especially at the Bills game in general, I think I started off pretty well at going through my progressions, but as the game went on, getting away from that. And so trying to be better at that and then trying to settle myself down in some of those moments. But we did a lot of good things. It's just about being more consistent on a week-to-week basis.
Self-scout things, like after the Bills game, with Harrison was saying he was picking up tendencies on Worthy and stuff like that. I mean, number one, is that possible to happen? Did you see it when you went back and looked at things, and how do you prevent that?
I didn't necessarily see it, but I mean, obviously, if he said it, he saw something, and so we'll be better at looking at things like that. I appreciate the info so that we can be better at that as the season goes on.
Patrick, you're OC at Texas Tech. Eric Morris is having a big year at North Texas. What helped you the most that you learned from him, just developing as a young quarterback?
Yeah, I think he has a good feel for making you comfortable. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, he obviously can see talent. You look at all the quarterbacks he's been with through all the different stops he's been in, but he gives you confidence to go out there and be yourself and play the game the way you're supposed to play, and he'll change the offense for that. And so it's not surprising to me that he's had so much success, and he's had a ton of success this year at North Texas, and I saw him this last offseason, and it's cool to see, like, his kids were like babies now. They're getting older now, and it's cool to see that stuff as well. So I'm sure that he'll continue to have success either at North Texas or wherever he ends up at.
Speaking of Tech, how'd you do on your picks? Do you know what your record ended up being?
I don't know what my record was, but I think I'm really good on the actual picks. I don't know the spreads and stuff. I don't get a lot of practice at that. They don't let us do that stuff. So it's I don't think I did good with those, but I did good on my actual games and who won the game. So it was fun though. The game day was amazing. I mean, I grew up watching. I still watch it. And I think just like the atmosphere in Lubbock, you can tell how much everybody appreciates the team, appreciates how much success they're having, and they're going to enjoy the moment. And I thought that was really cool.
How big is this game? I realize they're all big, but how big is this game against this team?
Yeah, I mean, they're first in the division, and they have a couple games on us. And so it's huge for the division, and that's always our first goal is win the division. And so it's a really good football team. There's no way around it. And so we have to go out there and play our best football, and I don't think we've done that yet. So after this bye, let's go out there, put a great week of practice together, and find a way to win in a hostile environment against a great football team.
You guys are generally the ones who are a couple of games up on everyone else in the division at this time of the year. The tables have turned a little bit here. Does it feel different? What's the desperation? I don't know. What's it feel like for you guys right now?
I mean, I think you understand this game's important. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, it's a divisional game, and they're always important. But with them having the lead and us needing to go out there and win to have a chance to win the division, I think guys understand that. But at the same time, all we can do is have a great day today, and we're gonna have a great week of practice. Put that together, and then go out there and play our best football. And I think if we play our best football, we can win against anybody. And so we have to go out there with that mindset of let's play our best football this weekend.
Patrick, the division streak here predates you, so how much pride do you take in the consistency of having that every single year?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's always our first goal. It's like the first goal we have that Coach Reed puts up is win the division, and we understand that it's always a challenge, and you have to go up against really good football teams that are scouting you all year long, and so we've been really good at that over these last 7, 8, 9 years, whatever it is, and so we got to continue to get better and better, and we have a lot of division games in front of us, and so if we can go out there and handle business and do what I think we can do, we can find a way to win this division, and so everything is kind of out in front of us. We just have to go out there with the right mindset.
No matter who starts at left tackle, are you just full steam ahead, or are there things that you want to do to try and reintegrate Josh, whether he starts or not?
No, I mean, you're kind of just you're full steam ahead. I think that's what so great about football is that you have to go out there and have the same mindset, the same mentality, and we're super excited to have Josh back and just being back in the building, and we'll get him out in the practice field and see where he's at. But I think you saw with both those guys, they can both play at a very high level, and so I think Coach will make that decision as the week goes on. But I have confidence in both of them that they'll go out there and have success.
Sam, I guess how concerned or how much you have to be aware of Nick Benito, 15, of how he can maybe wreck your game plan?
Yeah, I mean, great pass rusher. I mean, he's someone that can really get after the quarterback. He's smart. He does a lot of spying on me as well, and so he's a really good football player. And just like the other guys, man, they got a lot of sacks for a reason. They got a lot of guys, Zach Allen inside and Cooper on the other side. They got guys everywhere that can make plays, and so just not letting them make a play that just completely disrupts the entire game. Just kind of getting the ball to your hands, trying not to take sacks, and then let the game come to you.
I think you still, I don't think the tiebreaker can be Charlie, but you still might control your own destiny as far as that goes because you have those games head-to-head, but this would be it, right? There's no more margin for error after that. Is that something that you're aware of, that you look at, that make that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you lose this game, it's going to be with them having the tiebreaker and would that be like 4 games ahead of us? It'd be tough to go back and get that one. But all you can do is just handle this week, and that's all you can really worry about. And we still play a lot of great football teams, but like I said, I feel like if we play our best, we can beat anybody. And so we have to just continue to get better and better, be more consistent throughout games and throughout week to week, and that starts with practice today.
Patrick, also related to that, I mean, how much do you feel like having that as the first goal and being successful at it with the divisions has really been the underpinning for everything else you guys have been able to do? I mean, I know you can get to the playoffs without it, but I mean, how much has that been like foundational to?
Yeah, I mean, first off, you get the home game at Arrowhead, which I think is huge, and we've proved that we can go on the road and win, but just being able to play at Arrowhead is an advantage. I mean, with the noise and the atmosphere, and you can feed off the crowd and stuff like that, and so. And it kind of checks that first box for you to show that you've accomplished something in the year, and now let's build on to the next goal. And so it's been something that's been important to us, and so we'll still have that mindset of finding a way to win it this year. But it all starts with this week.
And this is just a little unrelated, but you alluded to it with being conscious of the betting stuff. How much has the NBA and MLB stuff been present in your mind, and do you feel like the safeguards are all in place well in the NFL?
I mean, they let us know. I mean, the NFL and the NFLPA kind of tell us all the different rules that you can and can't do. I just stay away from it, just because I don't want to put myself in that position. I mean, that's something that your life's so great. Why mess with it, you know? And so it does get. I think more than anything, to me, it gets weird sometimes when like you have fans talking about it, just because like. You're just trying to go out there and live your life and play the game, and sometimes they get really attached to it even more than like the regular fan because they have money on the line. And so for me to them, I would just say don't do anything that you can't recuperate or live without. And so it's a crazy world we live in these days, seeing all this stuff happen. But I think you just focus on the football and focus on the sport that you love and why you're here, then you don't have to worry about all that other stuff.
On that front, you went 7-2 apparently on your picks. That's what I've been tied with Nate Bargatze for first place so far. So down with the Tech thing, you've got your NIL folks down there that you've done, and Cody Campbell's been right on the forefront of all this stuff. But he's also trying to rein it in a little bit with some of those commercials we see all the time. Did you guys have discussions down there? I mean, your crystal ball. Where do you think this is going to go in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to find something with the revenue sharing that will help kind of stabilize it a little bit. I mean, you want people to get paid, and you want people to get paid as much as they can. But at the same time, you don't want that to affect other sports as well. And I think that's what Cody is so big on, is he wants to keep the integrity of college football and with guys being able to make money that will change their families' lives. And so I don't know exactly what that's going to be, if that's limiting the amount of times you can transfer, or if that's having ways that you can spread the money across all the sports. But I think Cody does it the right way, and I think that's why, and Texas Tech does it the right way, and I think that's why they're having so much success, because you've seen teams kind of do the NIL thing and not work out, but they're doing it with a basis of going there to love to play the game of football with money that will change your family's lives, and I think that's what it's got to be all about at the end of the day.
Last one, Steve.
A few games you guys lost this season. You've always talked about the lack of energy during the bye week. Have you been able to put your finger on why that is?
I wouldn't say necessarily. I mean, I think more than anything, it's just being able to battle through adversity and some of these tight, close, contested games. It's something that we've kind of always just been able to do, and it hasn't happened this year. And so I think going into the bye, I think that was the main point for all of us, was just let's find a way to battle through that adversity. And the season's kind of been microcosm of the whole of these close games that we've been playing in is that we haven't been able to win in these big moments that we've used to, and so in order to get to where we want to get to, we got to learn how to do that, and I think that all starts this week.
Anything you've done differently, in the close game that you played last year compared to this year?
I think just if I look back at just the Bills game and at the very end of the Bills game, it's just maybe not going for that big play so early, just trying to get the ball out of my hands and get the drive going. That's something that I've always been good at, but at the same time, I got to keep the aggressive mindset. So just kind of working with stuff like that.